Michael left a symbolic spiritual impression upon Christians, but there is also a physical geographical impression. So this is called the Sword of St. Michael. And go into the book. This geographic line stretching from the windswept Isles of Ireland all the way to the Holy Land of Israel. So, what is this? So, this is, if you're looking at a map of Europe, you'll see starting all the way in the bottom left corner, the southwest corner of Ireland. And if you place a dot on the map, and then you take a ruler and you place it from that point all the way to Israel, the very coastline of Israel, you'll see as I'll describe it, there is a line of shrines and associated places of devotion to St. Michael that line up almost perfectly in this line, and it's known as the Sword of St. Michael. So the first one is Skellig Michael in Ireland, which, fun fact, was the shooting place for the Last Jedi, Star Wars The Last Jedi. There was also St. Michael's Mount in Cornwall, England, Mont Saint Michel in Normandy, Sacra di San Michele in Turin, Italy, Monte Gargano in Apulia, Archangel Michael of Panoramitis Monastery in Greece, and Stella Maris Monastery in Haifa, Israel. And these all combine to form the so-called Sword of St. Michael. This nickname derived from the legend that the line represents Michael delivering the decisive blow that hurled Satan from heaven. Quote, I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven, end quote. We recall Christ's assertion in the Gospel of Luke. Each of the 7 sanctuaries supplanted old pagan temples and shrines designed to specifically welcome the sunset of the summer solstice. Christ, the Son of God, was now the focus of worship through devotion to St. Michael. Remarkably, the formation of this Sword of St. Michael was utterly unintentional, but as Pope John Paul II once said, in the designs of providence, there are no mere coincidences. Now, continuing on from Ireland and Skellig Michael, we move to England and Mont St. Michael. Quote, continuing along the sword, we arrive at Mount St. Michael in Cornwall, England. Evoking both the rocky greenery of Skellig Michael and the breathtaking architecture of Mont Saint Michel on the opposite side of the channel, Mont Saint Michel is accessible by a thin natural causeway, similar to its counterpart in Normandy. The island is situated 365 meters from the shore of Mounts Bay on the Cornwall coast of the English Channel, almost 400 kilometers southeast of Skellig Michael and 300 kilometers across the channel to Mont Saint Michel. Which, cue the music, Mont Saint Michel, what is this? So, situated in the northwest region of France is Normandy, long a place of great historical importance. And the origins of Mont Saint Michel, which is this large abbey but also small walled city that sits on this sandbar, essentially out in the water, especially when the tide rises. The lone surviving narrative, as the book explains, of the founding of this most impressive monastery is the hagiographic 9th century work Revelatio Ecclesiae Sancti Michaelis. And the summary of the account is as follows. In the time of King Childebert III, 708, St. Michael appeared to the Bishop Albert of the Diocese of Avranches, 3 times requesting the building of sanctuary in his name, in the manner as at Monte Gargano. Like the Bishop of Siponto, Albert hesitated until in his 3rd apparition, Michael nudged Albert on the side of the head with his finger, so much so it left a dent, or so goes the legend. To this day, Saint Gervais Basilica in Avranches houses a relic of Albert's skull with visible indentation. So this also happened to the bishop at Monte Gargano. He didn't really listen to St. Michael. So I think the key takeaway here is that if you have a apparition of St. Michael, then just listen to what he says, man. Just follow his instructions. back to the book. And get the book, it's a good one. Michael instructed Albert to build the sanctuary atop Mont Thum, a rocky inlet 1 kilometer off the Normandy coast, accessible by a natural causeway at low tide. The church's construction proceeded not without a gift from the abbot of Mont Gargano to establish a confraternity between the two shrines. The abbot gave 2 relics left by Michael at Gargano, a piece of the red cloth from the mystical Gargano altar, and a piece of marble on which the archangel had stood. The Revelatio then details numerous miracles that transpired because of these relics. Finally, with 12 canons regular established at the simple monastery, Mont Saint-Michel was dedicated on October 16th. The next part of the sword is Sacre di San Michele. Now, this is located in the Cottian Alps, where Sacre di San Michel is, in Piedmont's Val de Susa, 30 kilometers from the Cathedral of San Giovanni Battista, home of the Shroud of Turin. So, that is the location, and it's if you're looking at some of the pictures online, it is a majestic and towering monastery. There's an image of it where in the Alps, snow covered in winter, and it just looks awesome, beautiful. The next chain in the sword is Archangel Michael of Panoramitis Monastery. Situated on an island like most of the sanctuaries that make up the sword of St. Michael, this monastery is located on the island of Symi, part of the Dodecanese Islands in the southeastern Aegean Sea near Rhodes. And it is a smaller monastery, and it has a beautiful red tiled roofs and stone masonry. The next one is Stella Maris Monastery, and this will conclude the Sword of St. Michael after venturing over 4,000 kilometers to finally reaching, appropriately, the Holy Land. Located in Haifa, the promontory 150 kilometers north of Jerusalem on the Mediterranean, this particular monastery is traditionally included in the Sword of St. Michael, despite being less devoted specifically to St. Michael and more a nexus of Catholic themes. So, I think that's just really neat, this geographic feature of the sword, just leaving an imprint on Europe. So, definitely look into it some more to get the full effect. Now, moving